What is your narrative, John Starks, for the New York Knicks?
No, I agree with you 100%. They're a young team.
Okay.
Obviously, Steve and Scott made that decision to go with youth, and I think we have some great young players. Love Kevin Knox. I love what he can bring to the table. Tier, I hope I'm pronouncing that. Tier.
Yeah. Nice dunk the other night.
I know,
Looks like
right?
he can ball.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely can ball. He's a great one-on-one player. Young. And, Trey Burks is handling his own out there. So I like the young group that we have, even Mitchell Robinson.
Okay.
He looks great. So I'm excited about what the future holds.
What about you, Rod Strickland? How are you feeling about these Knicks in this NBA season?
I like the way they're looking.
Okay.
I mean, obviously they're gonna have some L's this year. It's not going to be. It's not going to be a lot of W's, but I think Scott Perry and Steve Mills have done a great job bringing in David Fizdale.
Right.
I love his pedigree. I love that he comes from Pat Riley. So they're going to play hard. They're going to play tough defensively.
Right.
I like Kevin Knox.
Okay.
I personally know him. He played with my son for 2 years in Tampa.
Okay.
So I know him. I know his family. And I watched him at Kentucky. I watched him in Tampa. And I think when the Knicks really get to know him a little more, bring that offense to him a little more, because I don't think he's not like a selfish guy. So he kind of needs that flow coming to him.
Right.
He can make plays. And I love the other guys they have.
Let me tell y'all what annoyed me this morning. Because I was on the show Get Up this morning with my man Mike Greenberg and Jalen Rose, who y'all know well. And I understand Kevin Durant and the reigning two-time champion Golden State Warriors are coming into town tonight. I'm very worried, by the way, because Kevin Durant shoot 25% from three-point range. They ain't going to last. They ain't going to last. All right. Klay Thompson is shooting 14.8% from three-point range. We know that ain't going to last, okay? Yeah. So I'm very worried about tonight, but that's neither here nor there. What really bothered me is that obviously Kevin Durant is scheduled to be a free agent this summer. They're talking about recruiting him. This is New York City. Right. And some damn, I don't know who the hell it was, painted some picture of some animated picture of Kevin Durant and Porzingis. And I'm like, they don't look like that. That's the best y'all could come up with. And it ticked me off, because I'm like, if anything, that'll turn them off from the Knicks. And the Knicks had nothing to do with it. The Knicks had nothing to do with that. So it really bothered me. But in all seriousness, plausibly speaking, why would somebody of Kevin Durant's caliber, why should they consider coming to New York in this day and age? I'll start with you first, John.
Well, I think it's a challenge. And I think for Durant situation, I really can't talk about it because I work with the Knicks, obviously.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
For someone of his caliber, let's just say that. For someone of his caliber and someone that has already accomplished a lot in this league, that's looking for new challenges, and coming to a very young, talented team like the Knicks is going to be over the course of the next year and a half. So I think it's a great opportunity. I think what New York brings to the table, obviously, here in the city, and when you do it here in the toughest market, it goes a long way.
Yeah, that's how I feel. New York is still a mecca of basketball.
Yes.
I know you can go to a lot of markets now. You have social media, so many ways to brand yourself, but it's still New York. And when you win in New York, it's special. He was in OKC, went to Golden State, got him a championship. I think people kind of question that he went to Golden State. So I think it'll be a great opportunity to come to New York with Porzingis, with Kevin Knox, may get another free agent, and to be able to come here and bring New York City to a championship, or you know what I mean? I think that would be
picture,
I think that would be a great story for him. I think that would just add to his career.
I'm going to get on both of y'all, because I happen to know both of y'all are highly intelligent individuals that like your money. You like your money.
Absolutely.
All right, and we know I ain't apologizing for liking my money. Let's be very, very clear. Having said all of that, damn it, in today's NBA, it don't matter what market you go to, because you're going to still get paid. And on top of it all, in places like Houston or Florida, San Antonio, Houston, Orlando, Miami, there's no state income tax. I mean, is that a factor, or would that be a factor in a player's mind, even in this day and age?
I think it depends on how much money you've made.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because
Okay,
basically, if you've gotten your paper and you're good to do financially, then you can make some different decisions. Now, if you're up and comer and you're trying to get that paycheck, you may think of it. But New York is New York. I don't care. The Garden is the Garden. It's special. These fans are different. To be able to come here and build this up and to become a contender. I just think that would be special for any player.
Rod Strickland, John Starks, former members of the New York Knicks, right here talking with Stephen A. on Stephen A. Smith Show, ESPN Radio, ESPN News, talking about the NBA season, and obviously we have to get into the Knicks. I want to get into something else. I have no problem saying this. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter I've ever seen in my life. I have seen a lot of stuff. And I'm talking about, I go back to the days of downtown Freddie Brown with the Seattle Supersonics, man. I have never in my life seen a guy that can shoot the basketball the way this guy can. Have y'all?
No.
Absolutely not.
Not the way he does it. And
Right.
I think he does it in multiple ways. He can do it off the dribble from deep. You know, rarely do you see too many guys that can do that. And I think the way he shoots the ball, because he don't get a lot of lift, and he's shooting it from the ground up.
Right.
It's kind of like a golf swing. They
Yeah.
teach you from the swing from the ground up.
Right.
And he shoots it. And by the way, he's a very good golfer.
That's right. Yes, he is.
So, but that's the way he shoots it. You know, that's why he can shoot it so far out. He didn't perfected the 2 foot set shot.